What's up and welcome to the September episode of Nouns Roundup, brought to you by the Nouns Square. I'm your host, Jack Wilds, and the beanie stays on. We have got a lot to cover in just a little bit of time to do it. We start our episode off with Nouns Esports because that's always fun, starting with their run at the International in Copenhagen. The Dota 2 team absolutely raffle-stomped last year's champion, Team Spirit.
Nouns, they'll take this series 2-0 today against Team
Then,
Spirit.
unfortunately, lose against last year's runner-up, Team GG. Then bet boom, leaving them in that 9th through 12th final spot. But that's not bad news because the team actually got a lot of main stage time through commentary. And they also proliferated the meme through the TI coffee mornings and extra Nounish trout, the canned fish made for champions that we didn't know we needed or, deserved. Speaking of fish, though, the team followed that up with some Ted Lasso advice. They were the goldfish.
Got a 10-second memory. Be a goldfish, Sam.
They forgot about it and they moved on from TI. And when they did, they qualified for DreamLeague. So congratulations, gang, and good luck. If you're interested in the tons of other things that the team's got going on, make sure to follow them at Nouns Esports on both X and Farcaster. And if you're in the LA area on October 9th, you can catch me and the Nouns Esports Smash team at Nouns Fest Showcase. So come by, say hello, and give me probably one of these because it's COVID season. Have you picked up your canned Nouns Halo Keychain, brought to you by Tigris from Prop 277. Man, that was a good segue. Let me remind you that this is the same person who turned a Team Visa athlete into a musical instrument for the Paris Olympic Games. And Nouns, got her first. She worked with Nouns first. Anyways, these keychains are a digital artifact custom made featuring 78 RGB LEDs programmed with 3 animated patterns, and they look like noggles. They're awesome. You can copy yours right now for $49.99 at Nouns.engineering while supplies last, but you need to hurry because there are only 500 and I've already ordered mine. And if you're one of those super resourceful people, guess what? It's open source hardware design. So right there on the website, you go-getters can find everything you need to make your own. And good luck. Tigris, by the way, you're awesome and I am a big fan. Old Wide Eye Karl, or should I say One-Eyed Karl, has been sharing some incredible footage of what makes Nouns Nouns in the first place with this public installation of a giant Nounish Pirate Ship from Prop 570. I mean, how cool is that? Speaking of cool guys, cool things, how about Mike.Good and Nouns.World, who dropped Prop 645 to continue creating and maintaining the site? Well, he slammed it out of the park. He passed 112 for, 0 against. So congratulations, Mike. If you don't know, Nouns.World is a resource center and project explorer that showcases all the rad things that Nounish people are doing. So go check it out, Nouns.World. It's awesome. Stupid Buddy officially launched Shark Pickle Cone as an X premiere on September 17th. Now you can check out the full documentary right there in your timeline. And guess what? You can catch a lot of the TNS crew in it. And of course, the horse 4156. Speaking of that, Toady and I sat down with 4156 to talk about the Duna, a decentralized, unincorporated nonprofit association. It's been a major topic for Nouns over this last month. The community seems to be very divided on this one. Here's an excerpt from that conversation. The full episode will be coming out later next week.
Nouns is 3 years old. How long does it take to become an expert in something? We're all still sort of like riding this thing around with training wheels on. I think you can think about the whole digital currency space in that context. And certainly almost every time the space has kind of gotten ahead of itself and thought that it was further along than it was, like bad stuff has happened, right? 3 years ago in this space, there was, I think, a real kind of optimism and sense that like if you just sort of had the best intentions and figured things out as you went along, you probably wouldn't get in too much trouble for what you were building. There was a sort of permissiveness around that, and I think that has sort of deteriorated quite a bit over the past few years. I think almost everyone in the space feels it. The stakes of not getting this right seem to just be like continuously increasing. Maybe we need to think about further aligning where Nouns is with what Nouns is doing. For a long time, there was no kind of viable candidate to replace the foundation. The foundation was the sort of like best practice, I guess, initially for this sort of thing. And so when the Duna construct came into existence, really just a few months ago, we thought, oh, hey, like this is something that is both aligned with where Nouns is going and also almost the perfect form of an organization or a perfect form of a sort of like legal representation of what Nouns is.
And finally, to wrap this episode up, the summer is officially over, but Yellow Collective wanted to keep that builder energy going, and we kicked off Onchain Autumn with Base. There's over 6 Ethan prizes and grants coming, so make sure to follow the Yellow channel to be notified of all the cool action. I've been Jack Wilds. You've been awesome. So until next time, stay Nounish. And wait, hold on, pause.